Girl, we need to talk. We need to talk about something nobody wants to think about before Trinidad Carnival, but everyone should think about. What happens if you get sick during Carnival? And I'm not talking about my feet hurting a little bit. I mean dehydration, food poisoning, exhaustion, fainting, severe flu symptoms, asthma flare-ups, or anything serious enough that you may actually need medical attention. Because one thing about Carnival season, people are running on little sleep, alcohol, heat, nonstop movement, inconsistent eating, and sometimes your body says, absolutely not. So today, we're talking about what to do if you end up sick during Trinidad Carnival and how to handle the situation calmly without panicking. Because yes, Carnival is fun, but you still need to move smart. But first, lipstick. This is FCS from the Face Candy Studio Beauty Collection. Grab yours at the link below. First things first, do not panic. And I know that's easier said than done when you're in another country feeling unwell. But panicking usually makes everything feel worse, especially if you're already dehydrated or overwhelmed. Now, obviously, if it's an emergency, chest pain, difficulty breathing, severe allergic reaction, that's different. Get help immediately. But a lot of carnival-related illness usually starts gradually. Fatigue, dizziness, nausea, feeling overheated, feeling weak, and honestly, sometimes your body has been warning you for hours before you finally listen. Which leads me to the second thing. You need to know when to stop. One thing first-timers especially struggle with is the idea that they have to keep pushing through everything. No sleep, no proper meals, drinking nonstop, running from fete to fete. Baby, your body has limits. And Trinidad Carnival is not the place to prove otherwise. If you feel genuinely unwell, go back to your hotel, rest, hydrate, eat something proper. Because sometimes people wait too long trying to push through, and that's how things escalate. And honestly, missing one event is better than ending up admitted to the hospital during your vacation. And this is exactly why proper planning matters so much. My 12-month Trinidad Carnival planning schedule doesn't just help you decide what you need to book, but it tells you when you need to book as well. Because when your trip is disorganized, people tend to overdo everything, trying to fit it all in at once. And my guide helps you identify what needs to be booked and when, so you are not catching your tail in the last days. The link is below if you want help planning smarter. Now, let's say you genuinely need medical attention. Do not sit in your hotel room trying to wait it out for too long, especially if symptoms are getting worse. Talk to your hotel staff, your Airbnb host, your friends. People in Trinidad will usually try to help guide you. And depending on the situation, you may end up at a private medical facility, a clinic, or a public hospital. Now, let me say this. Carnival season is busy, very busy. So if you do not need medical attention, patience is important. And while we're here, there's something else people forget to prepare for. Have your important information ready. Please do not come to Trinidad Carnival without travel insurance, copies of your identification, a list of medications you take, and emergency contacts. I am absolutely serious about this because when people get sick unexpectedly, they suddenly can't remember the name of their medication, their allergies, or who to contact. Keep that information accessible. Put it in your notes section, take a screenshot, because the last thing you need is to be on the road with 2% battery, and we all know we've been there, trying to log onto some account to find this information. And if you have conditions like asthma, severe allergies, diabetes, please do not assume carnival conditions won't affect you. Prepare ahead of time. Honestly, this is another reason why I offer Carnival Clarity consultations, because there are so many small things people don't think about before Trinidad Carnival. And those details matter when you're traveling internationally. I'd rather you prepare properly beforehand then scramble during the trip. Now, let's say you do get sick. Please don't mentally spiral and convince yourself your entire trip is ruined. Rest if you need to. Recover properly. Adjust your plans if necessary. Sometimes people feel guilty slowing down because they spend so much money on the trip. Don't be penny wise, pound foolish, meaning don't try to push through feeling sick to get to the fest just so you don't lose money on the fest that you paid for, running the risk of you having to put out more money for a bigger medical emergency. Your health matters more. And honestly, sometimes one quiet recovery day is exactly what your body needed. Carnival will still be there. The road will still be there. Your safety comes first. And finally, let's talk about prevention for a second. The best strategy is not needing the hospital at all. The goal is obviously not ending up there in the first place, which means drink water, eat properly, pace your alcohol intake, rest when needed, and stop acting like sleep is optional for 5 straight days. Your body can only do so much, especially in heat, crowds, and nonstop movement. Prepare yourself physically before Carnival. Your future self will thank you. At the end of the day, Trinidad Carnival is an incredible experience, but enjoying it fully also means moving responsibly. Take care of yourself, listen to your body, prepare properly, because the best Carnival experience happens when you're healthy enough to actually enjoy them. If this video helped you, comment below. What's one thing you now realize you need to prepare before Carnival? And if you're planning Trinidad Carnival, download the 12-month planning schedule, book a Carnival clarity consultation, and reserve your Airbrush Carnival makeup early with the Face Candy Studio team. All the links are below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay beautiful.